And welcome back after the intro. Thank you for sticking around with us today. We are, talking about Black Widow, all things good, bad, ugly, what we're excited about, what we enjoyed, what we didn't enjoy, and of course, talking about our faith afterwards. So who wants to get started? Derek, Hannah, which one of you guys wants to kind of open up and share maybe what you liked about Black Widow?
Sure. I think my favorite thing, hands down, was the casting.
Definitely.
There were only a couple casting choices, so I was like, but most of the group, they did a really awesome job, and I think we've seen this time and time again with the MCU, Disney, Marvel, whoever's doing the casting. My favorite was Florence, probably butchering her last name, but P-U-G-H, Florence as Yelena. And we got Rachel Weisz as Melina and David Harbour in a comedic role with Alexei. And
a lot different than Harper in Stranger Things.
Hopper, yeah.
a little different character.
Hopper, yeah.
The one casting choice that I was kind of meh about was Dreykov.
Yeah.
Dreykov didn't feel Russian to me. He felt like a discount Robert De Niro. I didn't know what
shots fired.
Yeah.
I like that. I think the threat level was really good for her. Sometimes, especially with Marvel movies, we have like Captain Marvel or Thor dealing with this like galactic stuff. I thought this was a perfect movie for her power level. And the cool thing is like the villain and the threat all related to her past, as Hannah was saying. And so it was really cool to kind of see them flesh that out.
Time again, and I wrote this down. Derek, you gave this movie an A. This might be the first movie you have given an A on ShatterCast.
I've liked other movies. Hold on. I'm not the Debbie Downer all the time.
I don't know.
I like most of the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I think. Let me tell you why. I felt like this met my expectations. Like I think sometimes you go into movies and your expectations are so high, and then it doesn't meet that, and you're disappointed, or your expectations low, and it kind of blows you away. Like this movie didn't overwhelm me. It was what I was expecting. I think it did all the stuff it needed to do.
Lower your expectations.
Our faith point today is no.
The
movie wasn't perfect. I thought there were certain parts of it that was a bit of a slow burn. The opening shot was establishing the family dynamic, so it was important. I'm glad they had it, but it kind of lasted a little bit longer than I was expecting. I feel like there's a few other parts throughout the movie that kind of, some of the scenes lasted a little bit longer than I was expecting. So, there was some visceral violence, specifically towards women, that might be a little triggering. I think when Dreykov is the human trafficking angle. I thought the whole story with the Black Widows and storyline reminded me so much of human trafficking, and just to take a serious moment, that is a huge problem in today's world, and I think a lot of people don't realize it. Like modern day slavery, kids, especially young girls, being sold, for all this stuff, and at sometimes the movie kind of touched on it and
try and save, as many of them as she can from the fate that she experienced. Because as far as she is concerned, they still have an opportunity to be saved, whether she thinks that she has an opportunity to be saved or not. So, is there anything that you guys want to share about the idea of being too far gone? The idea of being someone who has made so many mistakes that there's no hope for redemption, for being a better person. I think in reality today, there's a lot of people that can feel that way. They don't feel like they deserve to be forgiven, or that they've done something that can't be forgiven.